Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Elias Hernandez.
I believe that we all have one goal in common. Well, I would say a wish in common, and that is to be happy. But what are we willing to do to find that happiness? What are we willing to leave behind to start this new path into happiness? Because we all hear that happiness is a choice, isn't it? I do believe that happiness is a choice, actually. But there is something that I learned at a very young age, that if I wanted to have something, I needed to work hard to get it. Nobody was going to come to handle that on my hands. I grew up just 2 hours away from Mexico City, and I work in the fields, I work some pottery, I even was a clown in some birthday parties because I wanted to have some money to buy my own things. When I was 15 years old, I decided that I needed to do something else. And I had to make this decision to move away 2,000 miles away from home. I ended up in New York City, the capital of the world. I was so excited to be there. The very second day, I had my first job in a corner of a kitchen in a restaurant, washing dishes. I was so excited to be there and to do this kind of work, but something that I didn't realize is that a lot of people like to eat. And I had piles and piles of dishes to wash. My goodness, I don't know, like the long days and also working with people was draining my energy out. I always thought of myself as a very positive, a very happy, energetic person. Something was happening here. I remember this specific day that the head cook that night didn't come. So the head chef had to work that night. It was about 11 o'clock at night, and I had so many dishes to do. In these pots that they're, the kind that are there all day, so they're really hard to clean. And I was so tired and I just wanted to go home. The head chef walked to me and said, "Elias, I need you to restock my station, to switch the containers, and to clean the fridges." And he offered to pay me $10 for doing that. Don't you see how much work I have to do? I want to go home too. I declined his offer. He looked at me and he said, "Don't you realize that I can make you do that for free?" He gave me that kind of look, put the $10 down, and walked back to the bar to keep drinking. I felt powerless. I wanted to go home. I was tired. When I moved here to the United States, I did not have any family. I was having a struggle to speak the language. I just wanted to survive. I just wanted to be happy. I wanted someone to give me a hand, to give me an advice and say, "Do this or do that." I wanted to feel that someone cared for me. Remember how I told you I was so positive, I was so passionate about life, I was energetic? Even that kind of people, we struggle sometimes. I started going with the wrong crowd, drinking and taking some substances that I shouldn't have in the first place. But I did. And that was taking me to a different path. I was living a life that I did not want it. That's not why I came here. And it wasn't until I was so in pain that I couldn't do anything else but get on my knees. At this point, I didn't believe in God. I didn't believe in a creator. I didn't believe in anything. So I started talking to the air. And I said, God, if you are God and you're there, I'm asking you just for one chance. Because let me tell you this, guys. The pain either builds you or destroy you. I had all the reasons to quit that day. And when I said not just quitting my life, even not just quitting my job, but quitting my life. Because I was tired of living. But I realized I was tired of living that way. Not of living in this life. Living that way. So like I said, I started talking to the air. I don't know, something happened. It was like a miracle to me. To some might not mean anything, but to me it was my everything that day. I fell asleep. The very next day when I woke up, goodness, even breathing felt good. That was the first time I thought of oxygen that way. I was breathing and so excited about life. And I didn't feel the need of any alcohol or drugs or anything. And I was ready to start my new life from there. Guys, not everything in my life was bad or negative that way. There was something else. There were also good people, positive people. There was one cook that I remember stepping down from his station, going to the dishwasher station, put me to his station. He said, I'm going to teach you. I don't want you to be there. You need to get up. He was doing exactly that. He was elevating me to my next level. We all want to find optimum levels in our lives, right? The best way that I know now is by elevating other people to the next level. So after these experiences, I left my job and my life to the side because there was a desire inside of me to go and serve others. People were telling me that I was crazy for doing that. But I knew that somewhere out there were people in the same boat, hoping for someone to reach a hand, to help them out. And I made that my mission. So I started going, talking to people, not talking about religion. But my whole mission was to bring them hope, that they could do better. Guys, how do you feel? Or how do you perform when you feel terrible? When you feel down, when you feel that you don't have energy? How is your performance? Right? It gets to that level. But to the other side, when you feel energetic, when you feel excited, positive about life, now, how is your performance? It rises to that level. We all have opportunities every day. Either we are a manager in a place that we work, we are a parent at home. We get to be with other people. We get to help them to elevate to the next level. And instead of making them feel down because we're important, it's not about us, it's about them. If we really want to make the difference in the world, to build a legacy, our legacy doesn't end when we die or when we are not at that place of work anymore. Even beyond that, people will be talking about you, good or bad. So you decide what kind of legacy do you want to make. So my challenge today for you is, today, don't let one more day pass by without making someone feel these three things: valued, important, and appreciated. Thank you, guys. My name is Elias Hernandez.